In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how to snipe Solana meme coins, whether it's directly on Radium or sniping on Pump.fun. I'm going to show you how to do it for free, and also I'm going to show you how to use some more advanced bots that have functions such as selling when the developer dumps their bags, sniping stealth launches, and a lot more. Now, this is exactly the type of sniping where you position yourself right before the project is launched, which is the most advantageous position to be in. And then you slowly sell out your position as the project moves higher. Now, just to show you an example of what it looks like, what you're looking at here is the Stack coin, which basically launched a few days ago, right when PumpFun was hacked by this guy named Stack. Now, they launched the coin straight up on Radium, and what happened there was basically someone sniped this launch at the very beginning. Like you can see here, the first second of it being launched, they sniped it for 12 Solana, right? And they made off with $300,000 just from $1,900. Those guys who sniped it first, they made off with a lot of money here, right? So first I'm going to show you the best ways to snipe meme coin launches for free, and then I'm going to show you some of the best paid methods to do this type of meme coin sniping. There's going to be free tools and there's going to be paid tools. The paid tools are going to give you better results, but they're paid, right? Free tools can still get you in pretty early on these launches. It's just that you'll be a bit later than the rest of the snipers probably, right? Before we dive into all of these sort of tools that you can be using, either it's paid tools or free tools, we're going to take a brief look at how to actually find these types of launches before they launch, right? Because that's what we're essentially doing here. We're finding some sort of a group, or we're finding some sort of a Telegram alert, which would indicate to us a contract address. Now what we do later is we copy that contract address and we paste it into our bot, which is going to snipe the token when it launches. That's the gist of it. So how you can do it is, there's a few ways, right? So the number one way of doing it is going to be using some sort of a Telegram group, such as the BonkBot token alert group. Now there's many others, right? But for this video, I'm just going to be showing you this one. So what you're looking out for is the burned section right here. These are all the tokens that have been created and that have burned their liquidity, which means they cannot rug, right? As you can see here, there is the open time, which means that the token has already been listed on Radium and it's trading alive, right? If you know anything about token creation, here's like a quick brief rundown of what's happening here, what we're looking at. So first, people create the token, right? That's the first thing they do. They create the token, but it's not live yet. It just exists on the blockchain. Let's say Hammy token, right? It just exists on the blockchain. That's the first step, nothing else. Then what they do is they put some settings on this token so that it's safe, so that they cannot mint infinite amount of tokens after it's launched and whatnot, right? So they revoke freeze authority and they revoke the mint authority and some other stuff, right? So here they basically enhance the security of the token, right? Now basically right now they have the token ready and it's almost secured fully, right? Now the next step is basically creating the market ID so that it can be listed on Radium. So after they create the market ID, they can add liquidity, right? And the token becomes tradable instantly. Once they add the liquidity, right, they receive from Radium these sort of liquidity tokens, right? And these LP tokens, they can burn them so that they cannot remove this liquidity, so that they cannot rug the token, right? Why am I even talking about this? It's because this is the key part that we are looking for in these alerts right here. We're not looking for this part, right? This part doesn't mean anything to us because in this part, the security hasn't been done yet, right? The LP hasn't been burnt yet. Nothing has been done yet. So we don't really care about this part. We care about this part, right? The Radium part when it's already added, when the liquidity is added. So there's two things that can happen when someone adds liquidity to Radium. Number one, it's the token can get listed right away and become tradable, right? At that point, we cannot snipe it anymore. Those launches we don't really care about because we want to be early on them, so we want to snipe them, right? So the only other option is that they put it on Radium, they add their liquidity, and they schedule the token to be live within an hour or within 2 hours or something like that. And they burn the liquidity here, right? It's burnt, so they can't rug it. And the token at the same time is not tradable yet. This is exactly what we're looking for in this Telegram group, right? We're looking for those tokens that are not live yet, but that have burnt their liquidity and that have gone through all of those security thingies, like removing mint authority and freeze authority, right? That's the basic gist of it right here. Now that we know what we're looking for, I'm going to show you how to look for it. So as I already said, all of these right? You go to the burnt section right here, all of these tokens right here, you can see the open time. The open time indicates when it is going to become tradable on Radium or when it has already become tradable on Radium, right? And it's always going to be relative to the time when it was posted in the group. So for example, if I go back 10 minutes, right, to this time right here, and I see this token, Wigglecat right here, it says open time just created. It doesn't mean that it was created right now, right? It means that it was created at the time when this message was posted, basically. So that's also something you have to keep in mind. The key thing we're going to be looking at here is those tokens that have an open time that doesn't state just created or created 10 minutes ago. We're looking for those who have just burnt their LP that say that their open time is going to be in an hour or in 2 hours or in 1 day or something like that, and then we're going to take it from there. So let's just have a look around here. Maybe I can find you guys some sort of a token that's going to be launching in the future that has burnt their LP already. So let's just have a look right here. Took me about 10 seconds to scroll up, and we have found already one token that is going to be launched soon that we can try sniping. They have burnt their LP and they have renounced all those security type of things like mint authority and freeze authority, right? Which is a good sign. You can see here they're going to be launching in 9 hours, and they also have some socials right here. So the next thing we can do, we can copy this address right here and we can just go directly on SolScan and check it out, see what's going on there. Just so you guys understand how to check this yourself, because these alerts, they can sometimes malfunction or something like that. So you have to sort of be able to check this type of stuff yourself as well. So we've pasted the contract address right here in the search bar on SolScan, right? So what we see here is that this amount of these tokens have been transferred to Radium. If you click here, this is the update authority. This is the person who created this token. So let's click here and see what's going on there. This is an old wallet, about 2 months old wallet, and this is the first time they have created a token. You can see here they created this Cappy Thug token about 3 hours ago, right? You can click on the transaction and you'll see that it's been minted, right? Which means that the token has been created. And what they did next was they added 6 SOL worth of this token to Radium. And they have burnt also 69,000 worth of these LP tokens that they received right away. Now, if they didn't burn these LP tokens right away, they would have essentially been able to remove the liquidity at any point. So we have to see that every time. Every single time we have to see that they burn these SPL tokens that are these sort of LP tokens, right? And we can just confirm that these are the same exact tokens right here. If you hover on the SPL token here, you can see this is the same address for both. If you open the transaction where the SPL tokens were added to the wallet address, you'll see that he added liquidity for 6 SOL and he received to his wallet 69,000 worth of these sort of LP tokens, which he has burnt. So that's a good sign, right? Another thing, if you want to see the contract address for a token on SolScan, you need to open up the token account, right? And you're just going to copy the token address right here. Very simple. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.